Once upon a time, in a small town tucked away between rolling hills, there were two high school students named Sam and Leo. They couldn't have been more different, but somehow their paths kept crossing. Sam was the kind of student everyone knew about. He came from a wealthy family, with a shiny car always parked in the driveway and a house so big it could have doubled as a mansion. His father owned a successful tech company, and his mom ran an art gallery. Life was easy for Sam. Private tutors, exotic vacations, the best clothes, and the latest gadgets. He had the kind of life that made people both envious and curious. Leo, on the other hand, was just getting by. He lived in a modest apartment with his mom, who worked long hours as a waitress. Leo spent most of his time studying at the library after school, doing odd jobs around town, and looking out for his younger brother. Despite the struggles, Leo was determined to do well in school and create a better future for himself. He had dreams, even if they seemed far out of reach. One rainy afternoon, both Sam and Leo found themselves in the school auditorium, a place no one usually cared about. The principal had announced a big surprise. The school was launching a scholarship program that would fully fund college tuition for one lucky student, no matter their background, no matter their financial status. The application process was rigorous: a personal essay, a creative project, and an interview. Sam, always confident, immediately knew he'd get it. Leo, though, felt a rush of hope mixed with doubt. It seemed too good to be true. Over the weeks, Sam and Leo worked hard on their applications, each approaching it differently. Sam, with all his resources, had a polished, perfect essay and a high-tech project. Leo, meanwhile, spent his nights writing by hand, crafting an essay that came from the heart, with a project that was simple yet meaningful, a wooden sculpture he'd carved himself. It wasn't extravagant, but it was personal. When the day of the interviews came, the atmosphere was tense. Students waited nervously, flipping through their notes. Sam, as expected, breezed through his interview, impressing the judges with his well-spoken responses and polished demeanor. But Leo? He was different. When it was his turn, he walked in with no pretense. His voice wavered, but his story was real. He spoke about his struggles, his dreams, and how education was his only way out of a life that seemed determined to hold him back. He didn't speak in perfect sentences, but his sincerity shone through. A week later, the school gathered for the big announcement. Sam sat up front, confident he would hear his name called. But when the principal finally spoke, the name that echoed through the hall was Leo's. The room went silent. Sam's heart sank, while Leo's eyes widened in disbelief. How could it be? Leo, the kid who didn't even have a car or fancy clothes? But there it was. His name had been chosen. Sam, though surprised, was not bitter. He had never expected life to be fair, and this was a reminder that hard work and genuine passion could triumph over money and privilege. As the days passed, Sam found himself reflecting on his own life, how he had always taken things for granted, how he had never truly understood what it meant to struggle. Leo, now with a scholarship that would change his life, didn't forget where he came from. He made sure to stay humble and help his family as much as he could. He was still the same Leo, but now the world felt like it was within his reach. And Sam? Well, Sam became one of his biggest supporters, because sometimes the unexpected turns in life are the ones that teach you the most about what truly matters. In the end, it wasn't wealth or status that defined them. It was the choices they made, the character they built, and the friendship that bloomed in the most surprising of places.